teams to sustain their intelligence. Whether they do this in leadership, business, the arts, or any other field, they consistently push and challenge themselves. Stoicism is a philosophy that emphasizes the importance of self-reflection, emotional intelligence, resilience, growth mindset, discipline, and mindfulness. By practicing these principles, you can become a more intelligent, thoughtful, and compassionate person. Let's dive into each of these principles in more detail. Step 1. Practice self-reflection and introspection regularly. Self-reflection and introspection are essential for personal growth and development. By taking the time to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you can gain a better understanding of yourself and your place in the world. This process can help you identify areas for improvement and make positive changes in your life. To practice self-reflection, set aside time each day to think about your day and your experiences. Ask yourself questions like, what did I do well today? And what could I have done better? Write down your thoughts in a journal or notebook to track your progress over time. To become an intelligent person, it is crucial to practice self-reflection and introspection regularly. Self-reflection is the process of looking inward and examining our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It allows us to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our behaviors, leading to personal growth and self-improvement. Self-reflection involves setting aside dedicated time to contemplate our experiences, actions, and thoughts. It requires creating a quiet and comfortable space where we can be alone with our thoughts. This could be through journaling, meditation, or simply sitting in silence. During the process of self-reflection, we can ask ourselves thought-provoking questions to delve deeper into our inner world. Questions like, what are my strengths and weaknesses? What are my core values? Or what are my long-term goals? Can help us gain clarity about ourselves and our aspirations. Through self-reflection, we can identify patterns in our behavior and thought processes that may be holding us back or hindering our personal growth. It allows us to recognize any negative or limiting beliefs we may hold and work towards replacing them with more empowering ones. Self-reflection provides an opportunity to evaluate our actions and decisions. By analyzing past experiences, we can learn from our mistakes, celebrate our successes, and make adjustments for the future. This process of introspection helps us develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our motivations. Regular practice of self-reflection cultivates self-awareness, which is a fundamental aspect of intelligence. When we are aware of our strengths, weaknesses, and emotions, we can make more informed choices and respond to situations with greater wisdom and clarity. In addition to self-reflection, seeking feedback from others can also contribute to our personal growth. By actively seeking constructive criticism and different perspectives, we can gain valuable insights that may not be apparent to us alone. This openness to feedback fosters a growth mindset and allows us to continuously learn and improve. So, practicing self-reflection and introspection regularly is a powerful tool for becoming an intelligent person. It enables us to gain self-awareness, identify areas for growth, and make informed decisions. By dedicating time to understand ourselves better, we pave the way for personal development and a deeper understanding of the world around us. Step 2. Cultivate wisdom by reading and learning from the experiences of others. Wisdom is not just about accumulating knowledge, but also about using that knowledge to make wise decisions and live a fulfilling life. To cultivate wisdom, read books, articles, and other materials that challenge your assumptions and expand your understanding of the world. Seek out the perspectives of people from different cultures, backgrounds, and experiences. Cultivating wisdom is a lifelong journey, and one powerful way to do so is by reading and learning from the experiences of others. Books, articles, and various forms of literature offer a treasure trove of knowledge and insights from individuals who have walked different paths and encountered diverse challenges in their lives. By immersing ourselves in these written works, we can tap into a wealth of wisdom that can shape our own understanding of the world and guide our actions. Reading allows us to access the thoughts and experiences of great thinkers, philosophers, and experts in various fields. It exposes us to different perspectives, cultures, and ideas that we may not encounter in our daily lives. Through literature, we can explore the depths of human emotions, delve into historical events, and gain insights into the complexities of the human condition. When we engage with written works, we have the opportunity to learn from the successes and failures of others. Biographies and autobiographies offer a window into the lives of remarkable individuals who have achieved great things or overcome significant challenges. By studying their journeys, we can extract valuable lessons, strategies, and approaches that can inspire us on our own paths. Reading helps us expand our knowledge base and develop a broader understanding of the world. It exposes us to different subjects, disciplines, and ideas, nurturing our intellectual curiosity and critical thinking skills. By exploring diverse topics, we can connect seemingly unrelated concepts and foster creativity in our own lives. To cultivate wisdom through reading, it is important to approach it with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Seek out books that challenge your existing beliefs and expose you to new perspectives. Engage with different genres, such as philosophy, history, psychology, or literature, to gain a well-rounded understanding of the world. It can be beneficial to engage in discussions or join book clubs where you can share insights and interpretations with others. This allows for a deeper exploration of the material and the opportunity to learn from different viewpoints. It is important to note that reading alone is not enough. To truly cultivate wisdom, we must reflect on what we have learned and apply it to our own lives. This involves integrating the knowledge gained from books with our own experiences and actively seeking opportunities for growth and self-improvement. So, cultivating wisdom through reading and learning from the experiences of others is a powerful way to expand our understanding of the world and ourselves. By immersing ourselves in literature, we can tap into the collective wisdom of humanity, gain new perspectives, and navigate our own journeys with greater insight and understanding. So let us embark on this intellectual adventure and embrace the transformative power of books in our quest for wisdom. Step 3. Develop emotional intelligence by practicing empathy and understanding the perspectives of others. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and manage your own emotions, as well as understand and empathize with the emotions of others. To develop emotional intelligence, practice active listening, ask questions, and try to see things from other people's perspectives. This can help you build stronger relationships and communicate more effectively. Developing emotional intelligence is a key aspect of becoming an intelligent person, and one effective way to do so is by practicing empathy and understanding the perspectives of others. Emotional intelligence involves the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as empathize with the emotions of others. By honing our empathetic skills and embracing different viewpoints, we can enhance our emotional intelligence and cultivate meaningful connections with those around us. Empathy is the ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and understand their feelings, thoughts, and experiences. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper level and respond to their needs with compassion and understanding. By actively practicing empathy, we can foster stronger relationships, resolve conflicts more effectively, and create a more inclusive and harmonious environment. To develop empathy, it is important to actively listen to others. This means giving our full attention, suspending judgment, and seeking to understand their perspective without interruption. By truly listening, we can pick up on subtle cues, emotions, and nonverbal communication that provide insight into their experiences. In addition to listening, it is essential to validate and acknowledge the feelings of others. This involves expressing empathy and understanding by saying things like, "I can understand why you feel that way," or "it must be challenging for you." By validating their emotions, we create a safe space for open communication and build trust. Understanding the perspectives of others goes hand in hand with empathy. It requires us to step outside of our own worldview and consider alternative viewpoints. This can be done through active engagement in conversations, seeking out diverse opinions, and exposing ourselves to different cultures and experiences. By broadening our understanding of different perspectives, we become more open minded and adaptable. We gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human experiences and recognize that there are multiple valid ways of seeing the world. This understanding fosters empathy and helps us navigate interpersonal relationships with sensitivity and compassion. Developing emotional intelligence through empathy and understanding also involves self reflection. It requires us to examine our own biases, assumptions, and reactions in order to cultivate greater self awareness. By understanding our own emotional triggers and patterns, we can better manage our own emotions and respond to others in a more empathetic manner. So, developing emotional intelligence through practicing empathy and understanding the perspectives of others is a powerful way to enhance our intelligence and build meaningful connections. Step 4. Focus on what is within your control and let go of what is not. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot control. This means accepting things as they are and finding ways to work with them, rather than fighting against them. By focusing on what is within your control, you can reduce stress and anxiety and make better decisions. Focusing on what is within our control and letting go of what is not is a fundamental principle of Stoicism and a valuable mindset for personal growth and intelligence. In life, there are many things that are beyond our control, such as external events, the actions of others, or even the passage of time.
Available on Disney Plus.
Have you been good in the last year?
It's the wimpiest.
Let's do this! You gotta be kidding me.
Christmas ever.
By shifting our focus to what we can control, we can cultivate a sense of empowerment, resilience, and clarity. One of the first steps in it.
Navigate life's challenges with greater. Imagine living a life unaffected by the chaos of the world, resistant to the urban flow of fortune, and strong enough to withstand the difficulties that life will surely bring your way. It sounds like an impossible dream, doesn't it? Would you believe me if I told you that the key to that kind of life has been around for thousands of years, just waiting for you to find it? Welcome to a very special video, a complete guide to the world of Stoicism. We are frequently carried away by the waves of emotions, distractions, and worldly desires in our chaotic modern lives, which are often accompanied by noise and hurry. Stoicism offers a way to find inner peace, self-control, and mental toughness. It is firm and immovable like a rock. Mastering the art of letting go is the first thing we need to do on this road. You will learn not only how to tell the difference between things you can control and things you can't, but also how to let go of the things you can't control. We can clear out our inner and outer worlds through Stoicism and minimalism, making room for more meaningful activities. Making room in our lives for what really counts is the first step. The next step is to strengthen our willpower. Building self-discipline is the Stoic way to become great. It's about developing values, controlling your urges, and living a life that doesn't follow society's ever-changing whims, but instead follows unchanging principles that make you happy. Now that we are focused, we face the problems in life head-on. That's where the mind that can't be broken comes in. We're going to talk about 10 strong lessons that will give you the mental toughness you need to get through life's big waves. Being optimistic isn't the point. The point is to build strong mental models that help you stay strong when things go wrong. Last but not least, get ready to free your mind. You will learn 10 life-changing lessons from Stoicism that will help you break free from the limits you put on yourself. You can take control of your emotions and actions and drastically improve the quality of your life if you know how to pull the right mental buttons. You can become impervious to the chaos of the outside world by following the Stoic advice we'll discuss today. It gives you a peace and happiness that nothing outside of yourself can take away. It's a trip to learn the art of living a life full of virtue, knowledge, and unbreakable strength. Now, take a deep breath. Prepare to learn, feel more confident, and gain freedom as we explore the modern-day Stoics' knowledge. What if you woke up in a peaceful place where everything you own has a place and a purpose? Your heart is happy.
My previous job did not provide any health insurance, period.
And your mind is clear. You know that the only things you can control are your thoughts and deeds, so you can face the storms of life with a strong heart. It's not impossible to reach these seemingly impossible goals. In fact, the way to a meaningful life is at the heart of both minimalism and Stoicism, two philosophies that were created hundreds of years apart. Welcome to Minimalism and Stoicism, letting go for a meaningful life. In this video, we'll start a journey that will help you find a life that you not only live, but also love. First, let's talk about the growing modern minimalist trend. Minimalism is more than just a style, it's a way of life. It's about getting rid of the things that aren't important, the junk that makes our thoughts and places heavy, and focused on the things that make our lives better. Minimalism started as an art trend that emphasized realism and simplicity in the middle of the 20th century. It slowly crept into many areas of culture, such as music, building, and way of life. People are turning to minimalism to get back their time, space, and mental focus. They are discovering that getting rid of the physical mess helps them build relationships, follow their hobbies, and enjoy a level of depth that material things can't provide. Now, let's go back in time to the busy streets of ancient Athens, where Stoicism first appeared around the 3rd century BC. Like minimalism, Stoicism is about making things simpler, but its main focus is on making things simpler inside. The philosophy teaches that the best way to live a happy life is to build self-control, logic, and ethics. Stoicism helps people figure out what they can control and what they can't. It encourages people to focus on what they can control and let go of what they can't. Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, 3 Stoic philosophers, taught us that what makes us happy is not what is happening around us, but rather our perceptions and responses to it. Letting go is what connects minimalism and Stoicism. Minimalism tells us to get rid of unnecessary things in our bodies, and Stoicism teaches us how to let go of mental loads and ties. Both philosophies are based on the idea that there is freedom in simplicity and separation, which means freedom to live a meaningful, happy life. We will learn a lot about the subtleties of both minimalism and Stoicism in this film. We'll talk about where they came from, what they stand for, and how they can improve people's lives. We will also talk about how to apply these philosophies to our everyday lives and compare and contrast them. For example, case studies and anecdotes will show us how these ideas have changed the lives of real people. Finally, we will talk about what we have learned and encourage you to start using parts of minimalism and Stoicism that work for you. As we begin this illuminating trip through the worlds of minimalism and Stoicism, get ready to have your ideas about what it means to live a fulfilling life challenged. To live a meaningful life, you need to plan ahead, be good, and be brave enough to let go of what isn't important. Let's go down this road together. Now, let's get into the first part of our conversation, which is about what minimalism is. The minimalist movement as we know it today did not start by itself. Like many other art forms that came out in the late 1950s and early 1960s, it has its roots in music and visual arts. It was not thought that art had to be complicated in order to be meaningful, So these types of art focused on using simple things. As time went on, this idea changed into living minimalism. People started to question the consumerist culture that ruled society in the early 2000s, which is when minimalism became popular as a way of life. They wanted a life that was less complicated and more meaningful, without all the things that come with it. This is where the modern minimalist movement got its start. It's a reaction to the excesses of capitalism and the search for happiness beyond material wealth.
Fellow elites, now that we've made travel so expensive, this world-famous resort is one of the least crowded places.
The fundamental principles that underpin minimalism will now be discussed in greater detail. To begin with, minimalism is all about making things easier. It means getting rid of the extra, the pointless, and the annoying things so that you can focus on what really counts. This could mean getting rid of junk in your house, making your schedule more manageable, or even cutting back on social media. Making a space in your mind and body that shows your values and priorities is what it's all about. This is the second core principle, being mindful. Making choices about what to keep and what to let go of is an important part of minimalism. It's not just about getting rid of things. Does this add value to my life? Does this align with my goals and values? Is what intentionality means. It means living with a purpose instead of just sliding through life. It's about making decisions that show what kind of life you want to live. In the third aspect, quality is more important than number. People in a consumerist culture are often told that more is better. This idea is questioned by minimalism. Less isn't better just for the sake of less. It's about having the right things. Instead of collecting a bunch of useless things, it's better to put your money into good things and relationships that will last. Let's look at the many advantages of leading a simple lifestyle while keeping these principles in mind. To begin, minimalism can help you think more clearly. Getting rid of trash and other things that get in the way can help us concentrate and be creative. Not having to deal with the chaos around us frees up our minds to think more clearly and make better choices. Financial freedom is another huge gain. By planning what we buy and putting quality over number, we can cut down on spending a lot that isn't necessary. There may be savings, less debt, and the ability to spend money on meaningful activities and hobbies. The environmental impact of minimalism is also favorable. Our carbon impact gets smaller when we use less. Making and throwing away things are two of the main things that hurt the earth. We are not only making our own lives better when we choose to live with less and make decisions that are good for the world when we do so. As with any trend, though, minimalism has its share of bad press and misunderstandings. One complaint that is often made is that being able to choose to live with less is a luxury that not everyone can enjoy. Some people also say that minimalism can turn into another form of consumerism if people keep buying new minimalist things to replace the ones they already have. Some people also think that minimalism means living with very little, or that it's an answer that works for everyone. It's important to remember that minimalism is not a rule, but a tool. This is a way to make a life that fits your values and priorities, and can be changed to fit your needs and tastes. Although these complaints are important to look at, it is important to remember that minimalism is not a goal. Instead, it is a process of self-discovery and purpose. It's not a rigid set of rules, but a philosophy that can be changed to fit different wants and ways of life. Minimalism doesn't expect us to be perfect. Instead, it pushes us to make progress and be aware of the choices we make. In the same way, minimalism shouldn't just be seen as an advantage. The core principles of purpose and focusing on quality over number can be motivating for people from all social groups, even though some parts of minimalism may be easier to adopt for those in a more stable financial situation. It can be about making the most of what you have and being happy with simplicity, no matter how many things you have. To clear up the false idea that minimalism means living a simple or poor life, it is also important to note that minimalism is not always about having a certain number of things. Finding what is meaningful and getting rid of what isn't is what it's all about. For some, this could mean a home with only the things they need, while for others, it could mean a carefully chosen collection of things that make them happy and serve a purpose. Thanks a lot. The philosophy of minimalism is deep and alive, and it's more than just getting rid of stuff. It's about making a life with meaning, purpose, and happiness by focusing on quality, simplifying, and making smart choices. Minimalism helps people get clear on their thoughts, be financially free, and protect the earth. But, like any philosophy, it has its critics and people who get it wrong. You should go into minimalism with an open mind, knowing that it is a tool that can be used in many ways to create a meaningful life.
Call time. We showed up. Let's show up.
3, 2, 1.
Imagine finding the diary of a great Roman emperor. There are a lot of personal, scattered, and repetitive thoughts that echo Stoic ideals. That is, meditations, a set of personal notes made for Marcus Aurelius to help him think about, refocus, and strengthen his dedication to Stoic values. They were not meant for our eyes. It's not an organized essay, but a hypnotic chant that often goes over the same ideas again and again to help you think more deeply about them. Many parts may seem like they are said over and over, but that's what a meditation work is for. There are little gems of wisdom hidden in these words, like jewels ready to be found. Meditations is beautiful because it is both a relaxing podcast for meditation and a look into the history of Stoicism. You can't deny that Marcus Aurelius's meditations have meaning. They still do. This book takes you on a trip through the emperor's random thoughts, which are sometimes confusing but full of wisdom. Making videos like this takes a week of full-time work, so please consider subscribing to us if this helps or benefits you. Without further ado, let us look into Marcus Aurelius's deep mind. Book 1, Thanksgiving and Thoughts. Book 1 of Marcus Aurelius. Antoninus's Meditations is called Gratitude and Reflections. Grandpa Varus taught me good values and how to keep my mood in check as we went through life's gifts. My dad taught me to be humble and to have a strong, stable attitude. Being kind, pious, and keeping my thoughts pure are things my mum taught me. She also taught me to be content with a simple life instead of going after fancy ones. My great-grandpa told me how important it was to teach my kids at home and spend a lot of money on good teachers. My teacher told me not to take sides in public games or talk too much about other people. Work hard, don't need much, and mind your own business are things he taught me. He taught me not to worry about small things and not to believe magic tricks. Whenever I was younger, he made me write down my thoughts and got me interested in theory. He also taught me to enjoy the little things in life. I learned a lot about myself individually from Rusticus. He taught me to be honest in everything I did and wrote, and to not act like a show-off. He taught me about Epictetus's ideas. Apollonia taught me how to stay focused on my goals and think logically at all times. He showed by his actions that you can stay strong through good times and bad. He stressed that being a good person was more important than learning things and teaching others. Sextus taught people to be kind and follow his own model. He taught me to be free, to care about my friends, and to wait for people who don't understand to calm down. He was reassuring to be around, and he was good at ordering life's big lessons without bragging about his wisdom. Alexander taught me not to pick at someone or be rude when correcting them when they used strange or wrong language. Instead, use the right word or phrase without noticing and keep your attention on the subject. When Fronto was around, he showed me what strong people looked like when they were jealous, lying, or acting fake. He also gave the impression that people we think of as high society don't all.
Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the depths of ancient wisdom to unlock the keys to a fulfilling life. In today's video, we explore the timeless philosophy of Stoicism and reveal 10 essential Stoic keys that can empower you to outsmart everybody else in any situation. So let's get started on this transformative journey of Stoicism. Stoicism has provided valuable guidance on how to optimize our mindset, navigate adversity, and thrive in an ever-changing world. The Stoic philosophers, including Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, believed that by embracing certain principles, one could attain serenity and live a meaningful life. Number 1, control your mindset. The Stoics believed that the key to a happy and fulfilling life was to control your mindset. They argued that we can only control our own thoughts and actions, and that we should focus on what we can control rather than what we cannot. One of the most important Stoic teachings is the dichotomy of control. This concept states that there are 2 types of things in life: things that we can control and things that we cannot. Things that we can control include our own thoughts, actions, and choices. Things that we cannot control include external events, other people's opinions, and the natural world. The Stoics taught that we should focus our energy on the things that we can control and not waste our time worrying about things that we cannot control. This is because worrying about things that we cannot control is a waste of time and energy, and it will only make us feel worse. Instead of worrying about things that we cannot control, the Stoics encouraged us to focus on living in the present moment. They argued that the past is gone and the future is uncertain, so the only time that we can truly control is the present moment. By focusing on the present moment, we can appreciate the good things in our lives and learn from the bad things. We can also make conscious choices about how we want to live our lives. Here are some tips for controlling your mindset. Be aware of your thoughts. The first step to controlling your thoughts is to be aware of them. Pay attention to what you are thinking about throughout the day. Challenge negative thoughts. Once you are aware of your thoughts, you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself if your thoughts are helpful or unhelpful. If your thoughts are unhelpful, try to replace them with more positive thoughts. Focus on the present moment. One of the best ways to control your thoughts is to focus on the present moment. This means paying attention to what is happening right now, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool that can help you to control your mindset. When you are grateful for the things that you have, it is easier to have a positive outlook on life. Seek support from others. If you are struggling to control your mindset, it can be helpful to talk to a therapist or counselor. They can teach you additional strategies for coping with negative thoughts and emotions. Number 2, embrace inner tranquility. Embracing inner tranquility, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, involves cultivating a calm and peaceful state of mind amidst life's inevitable challenges. It's about finding stability and resilience within oneself, regardless of external circumstances. Here are some key principles to foster inner tranquility. Distinguish between what you can and cannot control. Recognize that you have direct influence over your own thoughts, actions, and reactions, while external events and the behavior of others are largely beyond your control. Focus your energy on what you can directly impact and let go of trying to control the uncontrollable. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. Engage with your surroundings, thoughts, and emotions without getting caught up in them. Mindfulness helps you observe and accept your experiences without being overwhelmed by them. Cultivate virtue. Virtue, according to Stoicism, encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Strive to embody these virtues in your daily life. Wisdom guides your choices, courage enables you to face challenges, justice promotes fairness, and temperance fosters self-control. Accept negative emotions as natural. Negative emotions like anger, sadness, and fear are natural human experiences. Acknowledge and accept these emotions without suppressing or exaggerating them. Allow yourself to feel them, then let them pass without dwelling on them. View adversity as an opportunity for growth. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable in life. Instead of viewing them as obstacles, perceive them as opportunities for personal growth and development. Learn from your mistakes, adapt to changing circumstances, and emerge stronger from adversity. Practice gratitude. Regularly reflect on the positive aspects of your life, both big and small. Express gratitude for your blessings, relationships, and experiences. Gratitude cultivates a sense of appreciation and contentment, shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have. Embrace nature. Spend time in nature, immersing yourself in its tranquility and beauty. Connect with the natural world through hiking, gardening, or simply sitting in a park. Nature has a profound ability to calm the mind and restore inner peace. Seek help when needed. If you're struggling to manage difficult emotions or maintain inner tranquility, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist can provide guidance and support as you navigate challenges and cultivate emotional well-being. Remember, embracing inner tranquility is an ongoing journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs along the way, but with consistent practice and self-compassion, you can cultivate a greater sense of peace and resilience within yourself. Number 3, accept the impermanence of life. Embracing the impermanence of life, a core tenet of Stoic philosophy, involves recognizing that everything in the world is constantly changing and that nothing lasts forever. This includes our own thoughts, feelings, relationships, and possessions. Accepting impermanence is not about resignation or apathy. Rather, it's about appreciating the present moment and living life to the fullest. Here are some key principles to embrace the impermanence of life. Recognize the transient nature of all things. Observe the constant flux of nature and the ever-changing world around you. Seasons change, flowers bloom and fade, and even mountains erode over time. Understand that this impermanence applies to everything, including our own lives. Let go of attachments. We often form strong attachments to people, things, and situations, which can lead to suffering when they inevitably change or disappear. Practice detachment by recognizing that these external factors are beyond your control. Focus on what you can control, which is your own thoughts, actions, and reactions. Live in the present moment. Dwelling on the past or worrying about the future can cause anxiety and unhappiness. Instead, focus on the present moment, where life truly happens. Savor the experiences, relationships, and opportunities that are available to you right now. Embrace change as a natural process. Change is an inevitable part of life, and resisting it can only lead to frustration and resistance. Instead, view change as an opportunity for growth and new experiences. Be open to new possibilities and adapt to the ever-changing world around you. Appreciate the beauty of endings. While endings can be difficult, they also mark the beginning of new chapters. See endings as natural transitions and opportunities for fresh starts. Celebrate the moments and memories that came before, while embracing the possibilities that lie ahead. Live a life of purpose and meaning. When you live with purpose and meaning, you create a sense of permanence in your own life. Find something that gives your life meaning and dedicate yourself to it. Your contributions and impact will leave a lasting legacy. Accept death as a natural part of life. Death is a natural part of the cycle of life, and fearing it can only cause anxiety and prevent you from fully living. Accept death as a certainty and focus on living a fulfilling life that you have no regrets about. Remember, embracing impermanence is not about giving up or losing hope. It's about appreciating the preciousness of life and making the most of each moment. By accepting change and living in the present, you can cultivate a sense of peace and contentment, knowing that you are fully engaged in the ever-unfolding journey of life. Number 4, practice virtuous living. Embracing virtuous living, a fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy, involves cultivating qualities that contribute to a meaningful and fulfilling life. It's about aligning your actions and decisions with values that promote goodness and integrity. Here are some key principles to practice virtuous living. Cultivate wisdom. Wisdom is the foundation of virtuous living. It involves seeking knowledge, understanding the world around you, and making sound judgments. Embrace a lifelong learning mindset. Seek out diverse perspectives, and strive to make decisions based on reason and understanding. Develop courage. Courage is the strength to act in accordance with your values, even in the face of fear or adversity. It involves facing challenges head-on, standing up for what you believe in, and overcoming obstacles with resilience. Practice justice. Justice is the commitment to fairness and impartiality. It involves treating others with respect and dignity, upholding the rights of others, and acting with equity and compassion. Be mindful of the impact of your actions on others, and strive to create a just and equitable world. Foster temperance. Temperance is the moderation of passions and desires. It involves balancing your needs and wants, avoiding excesses, and practicing self-control. Be mindful of your impulses and cultivate a sense of balance in all aspects of your life. Embrace humility. Humility is the recognition of your own limitations and the willingness to learn from others. It involves being open to feedback, acknowledging your mistakes, and appreciating the contributions of others. Practice kindness and compassion. Kindness and compassion are the expressions of care and concern for others. It involves treating others with empathy, offering support in times of need, and promoting the well-being of others. Live with integrity. Integrity is the alignment of your actions with your values. It involves being honest with yourself and others, acting with authenticity, and living a life that reflects your true principles. Strive for continuous improvement. Virtuous living is a lifelong journey of self-improvement. Continuously seek opportunities to learn, grow, and refine your character. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, and never stop striving to be the best version of yourself. Remember, virtuous living is not about perfection. It's about making a conscious effort to live in accordance with values that promote goodness, integrity, and the well-being of yourself and others. By incorporating these principles into your daily life, you can cultivate a meaningful and fulfilling existence, leaving a positive impact on the world around you. Number 5, cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. Cultivating resilience in the face of adversity, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, involves developing the inner strength and fortitude to navigate life's challenges with composure and grace. It's about rising above setbacks, overcoming obstacles, and emerging from difficult situations stronger and wiser. Here are some key principles to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. Embrace what you can control. Recognize the distinction between what you can and cannot control. Focus your energy on the aspects within your control, such as your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Let go of trying to control uncontrollable factors, as this can lead to frustration and resentment. Challenge negative thoughts. Negative thoughts can fuel anxiety and undermine resilience. Practice cognitive reappraisal, a technique for challenging and reframing negative thoughts into more positive and constructive ones. Don't let negative thoughts define your reality. Actively engage in questioning and reframing them. Develop emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, manage, and express emotions in a healthy way. It's crucial for resilience as it allows you to navigate difficult emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Practice recognizing, accepting, and processing your emotions rather than suppressing or denying them. Cultivate self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Avoid self-criticism and negative self-talk, which can erode resilience. Instead, practice self-compassionate thoughts and actions, offering yourself the same kindness and support you would extend to a friend. Seek support and connection. Build a strong support system of friends, family, or a therapist who can provide encouragement, guidance, and a listening ear during challenging times. Social connection and support can act as a buffer against stress and adversity. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. It fosters resilience by encouraging you to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Embrace setbacks as learning experiences and persist in the face of difficulties. Practice mindfulness and gratitude. Mindfulness involves focusing on the present moment without judgment, while gratitude involves appreciating the positive aspects of your life. Both mindfulness and gratitude can help reduce stress, enhance resilience, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Engage in self-care. Prioritize your physical and mental well-being through healthy habits such as regular exercise, adequate sleep, nutritious eating, and relaxation techniques. Taking care of yourself provides the foundation for coping with adversity and maintaining resilience. Number 6, foster mindfulness and presence. Cultivating mindfulness and presence, a fundamental tenet of Stoic philosophy, involves bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about disengaging from the distractions of the past and future and fully immersing yourself in the here and now. Here are some key principles to foster mindfulness and presence. Engage your senses. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures around you. Notice the details and nuances of your environment. Engage your senses fully and experience the richness of the present moment. Observe your thoughts and emotions. Without judgment, observe your thoughts and emotions as they arise. Acknowledge them without getting caught up in them. Let them come and go like passing clouds. Anchor yourself in your breath. Focus on your breath, feeling the rise and fall of your chest and the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils. Your breath is a constant anchor to the present moment. Practice mindfulness meditation. Set aside time each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Regular meditation can train your mind to stay present and reduce distractions. Engage in mindful activities. Consciously engage in activities that bring you to the present moment. Walk in nature, listen to music, savor a meal, or engage in hobbies that you enjoy. Mindful transitions. Be mindful of transitions between activities. As you move from one task to another, take a moment to pause and clear your mind. This helps you fully engage in the new activity without carrying over past thoughts or worries. Mindful living. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. Bring your attention to everyday activities, such as brushing your teeth, washing dishes, or taking a walk. Non-judgmental observation. Observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Accept them as they are, without trying to change or suppress them. Acceptance of the present. Accept the present moment as it is, without wishing for it to be different. This doesn't mean you have to be happy with everything, but it means you acknowledge the reality of the situation. Living in the present moment. Focus on the present moment, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. This is where life is truly happening. Remember, mindfulness and presence are not about achieving a perfect state of mind. It's about a continuous practice of bringing your attention to the present moment. By incorporating these principles into your daily life, you can cultivate a sense of calm, clarity, and connection to the world around you. Number 7, practice self-discipline. Embracing self-discipline, a core principle of Stoic philosophy, involves cultivating the ability to control your thoughts, actions, and emotions. It's about developing the willpower and self-mastery to achieve your goals and live in accordance with your values. Here are some key principles to practice self-discipline. Set clear goals and intentions. Clearly define your goals and intentions, both in the short term and long term. Having clear objectives provides direction and motivation for your actions. Break down goals into manageable steps. Divide large goals into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes the process less daunting and provides a sense of accomplishment as you progress. Practice self-awareness. Develop an understanding of your triggers, temptations, and strengths. Self-awareness helps you anticipate challenges and make informed decisions about your behavior. Challenge negative self-talk. Replace negative self-talk with positive and empowering affirmations. Counteract self-doubt with encouraging thoughts that reinforce your belief in your abilities. Delay gratification. Practice delaying gratification, the ability to resist immediate pleasures in favor of long-term goals. This involves making conscious choices to prioritize your goals over fleeting desires. Develop healthy habits. Establish healthy habits and routines that support your goals. Regular exercise, nutritious eating, and adequate sleep can enhance your physical and mental well-being, providing the foundation for self-discipline. Manage distractions. Identify and minimize distractions that hinder your focus and productivity. Find a quiet workspace. Eliminate digital distractions, and set realistic time limits for tasks. Practice self-accountability. Hold yourself accountable for your actions and commitments. Track your progress, reflect on your achievements, and address any setbacks with determination. Seek support and encouragement. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who encourage your growth and self-discipline. Share your goals and seek guidance when needed. Celebrate your successes. Acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how small. Celebrating your progress reinforces your commitment and motivates you to continue striving towards your goals. Remember, self-discipline is a journey, not a destination. There will be moments of weakness and temptation along the way. Embrace these as opportunities for growth. Learn from your mistakes and recommit to your goals with renewed determination. Number 8, develop a sense of equanimity. Cultivating equanimity, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, involves maintaining composure and emotional stability amidst life's inevitable ups and downs. It's about developing the ability to accept what you cannot control and responding to challenges with grace and resilience. Here are some key principles to foster equanimity. Recognize the dichotomy of control. Differentiate between what you can and cannot control. Focus your energy on aspects within your control, such as your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Let go of trying to control external factors, as this can lead to frustration and resentment. Challenge negative thoughts. Identify and challenge negative thoughts that fuel anxiety and undermine equanimity. Practice cognitive reappraisal, a technique for reframing negative thoughts into more positive and constructive ones. Don't let negative thoughts define your reality. Actively engage in questioning and reframing them. Embrace impermanence. Accept that everything in life is constantly changing and that nothing lasts forever. This includes your own thoughts, feelings, relationships, and possessions. Viewing change as a natural process rather than a threat can foster equanimity. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Engage in mindfulness practices, such as meditation, to cultivate present moment awareness and reduce the impact of stressful thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness allows you to observe and accept your experiences without being overwhelmed by them. Cultivate self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during challenging times. Avoid self-criticism and negative self-talk, which can erode equanimity. Instead, practice self-compassionate thoughts and actions, offering yourself the same kindness and support you would extend to a friend. Number 9, practicing gratitude. Practicing gratitude, a key tenet of Stoic philosophy, involves cultivating an attitude of thankfulness for the positive aspects of your life, both big and small. It's about shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have, and appreciating the abundance that surrounds you. Here are some effective practices for incorporating gratitude into your daily life. Start your day with gratitude. Begin your morning by taking a few minutes to reflect on the things you're grateful for. Write them down in a journal, express them out loud, or simply hold them in your mind. This sets a positive tone for the day and fosters a sense of appreciation. Keep a gratitude journal. Dedicate a journal or note-taking app to documenting your daily expressions of gratitude. Write down specific things you're thankful for, whether it's a loving relationship, a supportive friend, a delicious meal, or a beautiful sunset. Practice gratitude during meals. Take a moment before each meal to express gratitude for the food you're about to consume. It's a simple yet powerful way to connect with the abundance of sustenance in your life. Gratitude walks. Engage in mindful walks or nature explorations, taking time to appreciate the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Notice the trees, flowers, birds, and other elements of nature, and express gratitude for their presence and beauty. Appreciate people in your life. Regularly express gratitude to the people who make a positive impact on your life. Thank your loved ones, friends, colleagues, and anyone who contributes to your well-being. Recognize small blessings. Pay attention to the small everyday blessings that often go unnoticed. Appreciate a warm cup of coffee, a pleasant conversation, or a sunny day. These simple joys add up to a rich and fulfilling life. Focus on what you can control. Rather than dwelling on things you can't control, shift your focus to the things you can. Express gratitude for your abilities, choices, and the power to shape your own experiences. Gratitude is not about pretending to have a perfect life. It's about acknowledging and appreciating the good that exists, even amidst challenges and imperfections. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, you can cultivate inner peace, resilience, and a more fulfilling life. Number 10, embrace the universal nature and interconnectedness. Embracing the universal nature and interconnectedness, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, involves recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and our place within the vast cosmic expanse. It's about understanding that we are not separate from the universe, but rather an integral part of its grand tapestry. Here are some key principles to cultivate a sense of interconnectedness. Recognize the unity of all things. Acknowledge that everything in the universe is interconnected and interdependent. We are all made up of the same fundamental elements, and our actions and choices ripple through the web of existence. Practice mindfulness of nature. Immerse yourself in the natural world, appreciating the interconnectedness of all living beings. Observe the delicate balance of nature and the reciprocal relationship between humans and the environment. Recognize our shared humanity. Connect with others on a human level, recognizing our shared experiences, emotions, and aspirations. Celebrate the diversity of human experiences while appreciating our common threads. Asterisk, practice empathy and compassion. Asterisk, extend empathy and compassion to all beings, understanding that we all experience suffering and joy. Act with kindness and understanding, treating others as you would want to be treated. Contribute to the greater good. Strive to make a positive impact on the world around you, recognizing your role in creating a better future for all. Engage in actions that promote harmony, justice, and compassion. Embracing the interconnectedness of all things is not about losing your individuality, but rather about recognizing your place within the grand cosmic tapestry. By cultivating a sense of belonging and responsibility, you can live a more meaningful and fulfilling life, aligned with the universal order. And there you have it, 10 powerful Stoic keys that can unlock your potential to outsmart everybody else in life. By applying these Stoic principles to your daily life, you can transform your mindset, navigate adversity with grace, and find true fulfillment. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through Stoicism. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more wisdom from the past. Until next time, stay stoic and live.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here today to explore the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. We live in a world where emotions can often resemble turbulent waves, and in such tempestuous times, it is essential to discover our anchor. As we embark on this philosophical voyage, we will delve into 7 Stoic lessons that hold the key to mastering our emotions and navigating life's storms with unwavering resolve. Before we begin, I keenly request that you express your appreciation by liking this video. Your support will enable us to continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not already subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future content. Lesson number 1, reflect before reacting. In our fast-paced digital age, where immediacy is celebrated, the ancient art of reflection can appear as a relic of the past. However, it is precisely this practice that can be our anchor in a world that demands rapid responses. Our lives are filled with decisions, both major and minor. It's not just the size of these decisions, but the manner in which we approach them that counts. Let's consider a common scenario: reading a message that provokes an emotional reaction. Instead of immediately reacting with defensiveness or anger, what if you took a step back? By allowing yourself this momentary detachment, you are not suppressing your emotions, but giving them a space to be understood. Reflecting before reacting is about active engagement with our thoughts and feelings. It involves asking probing questions such as, why did this comment affect me so deeply? What underlying beliefs or past experiences are influencing my emotions? Is my immediate reaction based on the present situation or past baggage? This practice is not about passive acceptance or avoidance. It's about understanding and engaging with our thoughts and feelings. By pausing to reflect, we open the door to understanding, not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. In relationships, this practice can be transformative, helping to avoid misunderstandings and build bridges instead of burning them. In professional settings, leaders who reflect before making decisions are often seen as thoughtful, measured, and wise. Reflecting before reacting is a form of rebellion against a world that seems to move at breakneck speed. It's a commitment to depth over breadth, understanding over impulsivity, and meaningful connections over fleeting interactions. Lesson number 2. Understand what's in your control. Let us commence our journey with the first lesson. Understand what's in your control. Imagine you are planning an outdoor event, meticulously preparing for every detail, only to have your plans disrupted by unexpected rain. You cannot control the weather, but you can control your reaction to it. You could lament or become frustrated, or you could adapt, perhaps moving the event indoors or seeing the rain as a refreshing change. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously articulated this concept: some things are in our control and others not. This seemingly simple notion holds profound wisdom. We are constantly confronted with various situations. Some we can influence, like our daily routines, the books we choose to read, or the company we keep. However, many aspects of life lie beyond our control. Global events, the actions of others, the passage of time, and yes, even the weather. The Stoics believed that our well-being does not depend on external events, but on how we interpret and respond to them. It's not the event itself, but our judgment about the event that triggers our emotions. Consider a time when you faced a setback. Initially, it may have felt like a disaster, but with time you realized it was a blessing in disguise, leading to personal growth or a better opportunity. The practice of understanding what's in your control enables us to free ourselves from unnecessary anguish. We can navigate life with a sense of serenity, knowing that, while we cannot control the winds, we can adjust our sails. In a world that often feels chaotic, the dichotomy of control serves as a beacon of clarity, reminding us to focus our energy where it matters most, and to embrace the serenity of knowing that some things are beyond our grasp. Lesson number 3. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? In life, we often face moments that test our patience, resilience, and perspective. While it's easy to get swept up in the immediacy of our feelings, there's one powerful question that can shift our perspective and bring clarity. Will this matter in 5 years? This simple yet profound question serves as a mental time machine, allowing us to look back at the present moment from a future vantage point. Suddenly, challenges and problems that seemed insurmountable in the present appear far less significant when viewed through the lens of time. This question helps us prioritize our concerns, distinguishing between short-term setbacks and long-term implications. It also encourages us to focus on what truly matters, fostering a life of purpose, perspective, and peace. We are often quick to react to problems, but by taking a moment to reflect on the long-term significance, we can reduce anxiety and become better at problem solving. By shifting our focus to what we have rather than what we lack, we cultivate contentment and improve our overall well-being. By revisiting this question regularly, we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace, ensuring that our energy and attention are directed toward what truly counts. Lesson number 4. Practice dispassion. In a world that often feels like an emotional roller coaster, the idea of practicing dispassion might seem out of place. However, this practice is about cultivating a balanced perspective and finding calm amidst the storm. Dispassion isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent to the world. It's about observing events, situations, and even our own emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. It's akin to watching a gripping movie, fully engaged in the story, yet always aware that it is just a movie. In our lives, challenges are encountered regularly, and practicing dispassion can help us navigate these challenges more sustainably and with balance. It allows us to engage with the world without being overwhelmed and exhausted by our passionate reactions. Dispassion fosters empathy by giving us the space to consider the perspectives of others, leading to more effective communication and better conflict resolution in relationships. By reflecting on our own emotional triggers, we can create a space between the stimulus and our response, granting us the freedom to choose our reactions intentionally. Cultivating dispassion is about finding equilibrium in an ever-changing world. It's a compass that guides us through life's varied terrains with grace. By embracing this practice, we enrich our lives and bring a sense of calm and clarity to those around us. Lesson number 5. Keep a Stoic journal. The act of journaling has been celebrated across cultures as a tool for introspection, growth, and clarity. The Stoics, with their emphasis on self-awareness and personal betterment, were no strangers to this practice. A Stoic journal is not a mere diary of daily events, but a space for reflection, self-dialogue, and an exploration of emotions, decisions, and reactions. Keeping a Stoic journal is akin to having a wise, non-judgmental friend by your side. It prompts self-reflection, encouraging you to recognize patterns in your psyche, understand emotional triggers, and acknowledge the values and beliefs guiding your decisions and habits. The famous Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius kept a journal known as Meditations, which was a personal dialogue with himself. His writings serve as a source of wisdom and guidance to this day. By capturing his innermost thoughts, he created a powerful tool for self-improvement and self-mastery. In your Stoic journal, you can reflect on your daily experiences, particularly moments that stirred emotions or challenged your equanimity. Identify areas where you could exercise more control over your reactions or judgments. Set clear intentions for personal growth and improvement. Express gratitude for the things that enrich your life. Explore Stoic principles and how they relate to your own life. Ultimately, the Stoic journal is a compass for navigating life's turbulent waters, guiding you towards self-awareness, wisdom, and inner peace. Lesson number 6. Embrace impermanence. Life is a constant flux. Nothing stays the same. Relationships change, health wavers, wealth ebbs and flows, and the world around us evolves. The Stoics recognized this fundamental truth and advocated embracing impermanence as a path to tranquility. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." What does it mean to be brave? In the Stoic context, it means to accept the impermanent nature of life with courage and grace. It means recognizing that all external things, including our own bodies and the bodies of those we love, will eventually return to the elements. When we grasp the transitory nature of life, we become less attached to fleeting pleasures and less afraid of inevitable hardships. This doesn't mean we should shun or avoid happiness. Rather, it encourages us to savor and appreciate the present moment without clinging to it desperately. As you contemplate the impermanence of life, consider how it amplifies the beauty of the here and now. Knowing that you, your loved ones, and the world are constantly changing, how will you choose to live? Will you let each moment slip through your fingers, or will you grasp it firmly, cherishing the unique beauty it brings? By embracing impermanence, we prepare ourselves to weather life's storms with resilience and cherish its sunny days with profound gratitude. The awareness of our mortality is a profound motivator, urging us to live authentically, with purpose and a sense of urgency. Lesson 7. Live in accordance with nature. The Stoic worldview is deeply intertwined with the idea of living in accordance with nature. This notion is not just about appreciating the beauty of the natural world, but aligning our lives and values with the inherent order and rationality of the universe. As human beings, we have the capacity to reason and make conscious choices. According to the Stoics, living in accordance with nature means using this gift of reason to shape our lives in a way that aligns with universal values and principles. Consider the concept of integrity. Living in accordance with nature suggests that we should strive for integrity and authenticity in our actions and decisions. This isn't about conforming to societal norms or seeking external approval, but aligning our actions with our core values and principles. Furthermore, the Stoic philosophy encourages us to understand the interconnectedness of all things. When we live in accordance with nature, we recognize that our actions have ripple effects on the world around us. Just as a pebble thrown into a pond creates expanding circles, our choices influence the well-being of others and the larger environment. Living in accordance with nature is about adopting a holistic perspective, one that transcends self-interest and immediate gratification. It's a commitment to be a responsible, compassionate, and wise steward of the world and our own lives. In conclusion, the Stoic philosophy offers us timeless wisdom that is perhaps more relevant today than ever. In our fast-paced, emotionally charged world, these 7 Stoic lessons can serve as guiding stars, helping us master our emotions and lead more meaningful, balanced lives. To recap, understand what's in your control. Focus on what you can control and accept what you cannot. Reflect before reacting. Engage in thoughtful reflection before reacting to emotions or challenges. Practice dispassion. Cultivate emotional balance and observe events without being overwhelmed by them. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Prioritize what truly matters and maintain a long-term perspective. Keep a Stoic journal. Use journaling as a tool for self-awareness, reflection, and self-improvement. Embrace impermanence. Recognize the ever-changing nature of life and find courage in accepting it. Live in accordance with nature. Align your life and values with universal principles, acting with integrity and awareness of your impact on the world. These lessons invite us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Through their practice, we can navigate life's trials and tribulations with greater resilience and wisdom. In a world where the tempest of emotions can often obscure our path, Stoicism provides the compass to chart a course toward tranquility and fulfillment. Thank you for joining us on this philosophical voyage. If you found this video valuable, please like and share it with others who might benefit from these Stoic lessons. If you have any questions or if there are other topics you'd like us to explore, please leave a comment below. We look forward to continuing this journey with you.
In this video, we will take you through 50 Stoic lessons about how to be untouchable by ensuring you won't get hurt by other people. The video will show an abundance of rarely examined concepts and viewpoints. Therefore, I strongly advise you to pay close attention since these statements contain priceless pearls of knowledge. In fact, we advise you to watch it more than once, because by doing so each time you could learn something new. Additionally, it would be wise to carefully take notes about every lesson we communicate with you. These timeless truths could serve as the compass that directs you towards a life that is more rewarding and fulfilling. Without further ado, let's begin our quest for knowledge of the 50 Stoic ideas that will alter the way you see the world. Don't miss out on starting your motivational journey to master your emotions. Principle 1. Practice empathy. The Stoics promoted empathy as the foundation of effective human interactions. This view is supported by modern social psychology, which shows that empathy improves the quality of our social relationships and our own fulfillment. Epictetus encourages us to imagine ourselves in the shoes of others. He stated, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." We become more understanding and connected to our surroundings as we cultivate empathy. My friend, empathy is essential. Principle 2. Use virtue as a compass. According to the Stoics, virtue is seen as the foundation of a happy existence. Positive psychology backs up this claim by demonstrating that developing personal values is related to increased life happiness. Seneca concludes with a profound thought. The wise man is content with being wise, nothing more, nothing less. This remark emphasizes the necessity of leading a genuine life based on one's own convictions, rather than seeking external acceptance. Principle 3. Have gratitude as cornerstone. Gratitude, as emphasized by the Stoics, has been proven to improve mental and emotional health. Practicing appreciation on a regular basis might boost life satisfaction. As Seneca put it, life is like a loan that we can use for anything, but we must pay it back one day. Recognizing and appreciating what we have rather than concentrating on what we lack leads to a more fulfilled existence. Principle 4. The transience of life. Marcus Aurelius asks us to consider the momentary essence of life. This viewpoint is supported by the psychology of wisdom, which demonstrates that thinking long-term minimizes anxiety about minor problems and allows us to thoroughly enjoy each and every moment. As the philosopher emperor once said, "Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This saying encourages us to accept impermanence and live in the present moment with thankfulness. Principle 5. Understand what you can control and what you cannot. The Stoics, like Epictetus, encourage us to think deeply about the idea of control in our lives. This idea is supported by cognitive research, which shows that constant worrying over the uncontrolled can result in elevated stress and anxiety levels. Epictetus gave us some great advice when he said, "Do not expect events to happen as you wish, accept them as they occur." This suggests that we should accept the waves of life rather than battling them. Instead, concentrate on the decisions and actions that are under our control. Principle 6. Decide how to react. Influenced by the Stoics, Viktor Frankl demonstrated that even in the midst of misfortune, we have the ability to choose our reaction. He went on to say, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space, and in that space is our power to choose our response." This concept reminds us that even when things are difficult, we have the ability to choose how we respond. Using this ability can change the way we live our lives. Principle 7. Embrace simplicity. The Stoics, like Seneca, believed that simplicity was the path to inner calm. According to research on minimalism, having less can lead to greater pleasure and mental clarity. "We do not dare to venture because things are difficult," Seneca stated. "They are challenging because we are afraid to venture out." This encourages us to simplify our lives by removing the unnecessary and concentrating on what is most important. Principle 8. Humbleness and success. Even in triumph, the Stoics respected humility. According to success psychology, being humble helps keep us focused on growth and ongoing progress. Epictetus said, "Do not be concerned with the things you can't control, but with the way you handle the things you can control." Practicing humility helps us stay focused on our ideals and prevents arrogance and laziness. Principle 9. Willingness to change. Epictetus tells us to accept what we cannot change and to be courageous enough to alter what we can. This idea is supported by the positive psychology of transformation. Epictetus once stated, "What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it." We may confront life with more strength and control over our surroundings by changing our attitudes and behaviors. Principle 10. The importance of the present moment. The Stoics place a high priority on the present. According to mindfulness psychology, living in the present moment increases happiness. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be, Marcus Aurelius stated. Be one. This notion encourages us to enjoy and seize the present moment while acknowledging that the past is irreversible and the future is unknown. Principle 11. The power of self-discipline. Epictetus emphasizes the need for self-discipline to achieve self-transcendence. This view is supported by modern psychology, which shows that self-discipline is related to life success. His message, "No one is free whose mind is not like a master," encourages us to recognize how our impulses and wants, if left unchecked, could restrict our freedom. Self-discipline frees us from the constraints of our temporary cravings and needs. Principle 12. Embrace vulnerability. Epictetus encourages us to acknowledge the weaknesses humanity has. According to psychological studies, self-acceptance lessens anxiety and despair. Epictetus went on to say, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things. By accepting our flaws and limits, we liberate ourselves from excessive self-demand and achieve deeper inner peace." Principle 13. Relationships matter. Relationships and community are highly important to the Stoics. Sociological studies back up this notion, demonstrating that strong social relationships are associated with pleasure and longevity. In the words of Seneca, "No one is the owner of all his wisdom. The wisdom belongs to us all." Community collaboration and mutual assistance may improve our lives and strengthen our resilience. Principle 14. Moderation in all things. The Stoic idea of moderation corresponds to the scientific understanding of life balance. According to psychological studies, moderation in habits and behaviors is essential for mental and physical health. Do not desire what you do not have. Be thankful for what you do have, Epictetus said. Keeping our behaviors and desires in check helps us to live in peace and avoid dangerous extremes. Principle 15. Serenity in adversity. The Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, advocated calm in the face of hardship. Resilience psychology emphasizes the significance of this mindset. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius remarked, "Adversity is the test of a man. Only when he has been tested in adversity can he know himself." Taking on obstacles with calm and determination strengthens us and helps us progress, even in the most difficult circumstances. Principle 16. The elegance of simplicity. Stoicism promotes simplicity as a source of beauty and clarity. This idea is supported by design psychology, which demonstrates how a streamlined environment and lifestyle may boost creativity and productivity. Things are the way they are, not the way we should name them, Epictetus said. By removing unneeded complications from our lives, we can focus on what is actually important. Principle 17. Purpose in life. The Stoics recommended discovering one's life's purpose and passion. Personal satisfaction psychology highlights how having a sense of purpose may boost life satisfaction. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Pursuing a significant purpose and living passionately leads to a deeper and more fulfilling life. Principle 18. The wisdom of listening. Active listening is valued by the Stoics as a method of learning and better understanding others. Communication psychology emphasizes the relevance of this skill in enhancing interpersonal interactions. He said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Practicing attentive listening increases empathy and strengthens our bonds with others. Principle 19. Authenticity and honesty. The Stoics and Epictetus both emphasize the significance of living a genuine and honest life. According to the psychology of authenticity, being genuine with oneself is associated with personal fulfillment. Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Honesty and authenticity practices free us from the disguise of hypocrisy and enable us to carry on with integrity. Principle 20. Mastery of emotions. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, promoted mastering emotional control. This viewpoint is supported by emotional psychology, which emphasizes how emotional control may improve one's quality of life. Do not let your emotions control you. Change your thoughts and you will change your emotions. Marcus Aurelius stated, "Self-awareness and emotional management practice allow us to make more balanced decisions and confront obstacles with calm." Principle 21. Deferred gratification. Deferred enjoyment was recommended by the Stoics as a path of self-realization. The psychology of self-control demonstrates how postponing gratification may promote long-term enjoyment. According to Epictetus, temptation often comes in the form of an immediate opportunity to satisfy a desire. Patience and self-control help us accomplish more important and long-term goals. Principle 22. The strength of resilience. The Stoics' emphasis on resilience has been widely researched in positive psychology. The best revenge is to be unlike the one who committed the injustice, Marcus Aurelius counseled. Cultivating resilience equips us with the flexibility and strength to confront obstacles. We can grow and thrive as a result of hardship, becoming stronger and wiser people. Principle 23. Ongoing self-assessment. The Stoics promoted constant self-assessment as a strategy for growth as a person. Self-awareness psychology emphasizes the need to reflect on our actions and behaviors. Epictetus stated, "Examine your words and deeds, and you will soon see in what direction you are moving." Self-evaluation helps us find areas for growth and continue on our journey of virtue. Principle 24. Self-compassion. The Stoics' definition of self-compassion correlates with the psychology of self-compassion. Seneca once said, "There is no one more unfortunate than the person who never faces adversity." Self-compassion enables us to treat ourselves with love and understanding, especially during times of difficulty. Principle 25. The importance of ongoing education. The Stoics believed that the persistent pursuit of knowledge and wisdom was a crucial lesson. According to the psychology of lifelong learning, continuous education enhances our lives. Epictetus counseled, "Learn, teach. If you can't teach, write. If you can't write, reflect." Being open to new ideas and experiences enhances us and helps us develop as humans. Please subscribe to our channel to keep learning and grow as a person. Principle 26. Physical self-discipline effects. The Stoics also valued physical discipline. The psychology of self-control emphasizes how good behaviors may enhance one's quality of life. According to Epictetus, the body is the prison of the soul. Physical self-discipline, such as exercise and a healthy diet, helps us to take care of our health and well-being, which has a beneficial influence on the way we feel and think. Principle 27. Mental discipline. A major premise of Stoicism is the cultivation of a disciplined mind. The necessity of mental self-regulation is supported by cognitive psychology. Epictetus stated, "You are a slave to what you do not control." Mental discipline enables us to steer away from damaging ideas and bad methods, resulting in a more balanced and attentive existence. Principle 28. Adversity as a teacher. Like Marcus Aurelius, the Stoics saw hardship as a chance for growth and learning. Post-traumatic growth psychology emphasizes how conquering challenges may lead to increased strength and knowledge. According to Marcus Aurelius, adversity is the test of a man. Only when he has been tested in adversity can he know himself. Difficulties allow us to grow and obtain a better understanding of ourselves. Principle 29. Conscious decision-making. The Stoics emphasize the need for conscious decision-making when leading a life with purpose. The psychology of decision-making emphasizes how deliberate decisions may lead to more satisfying results. Epictetus said, First say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. Being aware when making decisions will help us live in accordance with our beliefs and ambitions. Principle 30. Persistence in virtue. The Stoics saw virtue and perseverance as the keys to living an ethical and fulfilling life. According to moral psychology, living in line with our ideals results in better personal fulfillment. Virtue is the only good. Virtue requires nothing else, Seneca urged. Perseverance in virtue leads us to a more honest and valuable existence. Principle 31. Conscious communication. The Stoics understand the value of good communication. Communication psychology emphasizes how transparency and sensitivity in communication may build connections and avoid miscommunication. Epictetus counseled, "Speak and say what is more beautiful than silence." Conscious and compassionate conversation may strengthen our bonds with people and foster more successful communication. Principle 32. Tolerance for uncertainty. Stoicism highlights the need for tolerance for uncertainty. The psychology of resilience emphasizes how adaptation may be increased by being adaptable in unpredictable situations. According to Seneca, the wise man cannot receive anything unless he is prepared to receive it. Tolerating uncertainty helps us confront situations with calm and enhances our adaptability. Principle 33. Empathy towards others. The Stoics encouraged empathy for others as a method of strengthening connections and community. Empathy psychology demonstrates how placing oneself in the shoes of others increases the quality of our social relationships. According to Seneca, man is sacred to man. Empathy for others allows us to form more profound and lasting relationships. Principle 34. Integrity in actions. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of action integrity. The psychology of morality emphasizes how acting in accordance with our ideals increases personal fulfillment. According to Epictetus, a man's life is dyed by the color of his imagination. Integrity in our activities allows us to live in line with our ideals, while still maintaining an optimistic self-perception. Principle 35. Mindfulness in daily routine. The Stoics advocate for mindfulness in daily life. The psychology of mindfulness demonstrates how staying involved in every situation can decrease stress and promote well-being. Epictetus said, "When you wash your hands, when you have your meals, when you lie down to sleep, be aware of these actions." Performing mindfulness in our daily activities helps us to see beauty and value in the little things in life. Principle 36. Time management. Time management is vital for leading a fulfilling and successful existence. Time psychology emphasizes how structure and planning may boost productivity and minimize stress. "Life can be wasted by forgetting," said Marcus Aurelius. Time management helps us make better use of our most important resource, time, in order to accomplish our objectives and live a happier life. Principle 37. Generosity and kindness. Stoicism places a high value on generosity and kindness. Acts of generosity, according to positive psychology, can promote pleasure and well-being. According to Seneca, life is like a play. It's not about how long it lasts, but how good it is. Giving to those in need not only benefits those we help, but it also enhances our lives and makes us feel more connected to mankind. Principle 38. The value of reflection. Marcus Aurelius's reflection provides psychological advantages, such as lowering stress and anxiety. He went on to say, "Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear." Reflection enables us to get a deeper understanding of our behaviors, feelings, and thoughts, allowing us to make more informed decisions that are consistent with our beliefs. Principle 39. Understanding impermanence. The Stoics recognized life's impermanence. According to wisdom psychology, understanding this reality can result in a better appreciation for every moment. Everything you have today was yesterday's belonging. Tomorrow belongs to someone else, Marcus Aurelius stated. Understanding impermanence permits us to live in the present with thankfulness and confront life with calm. Principle 40. Virtue as most valuable asset. Stoicism illustrates that virtue is the most valuable asset one can have. The psychology of happiness emphasizes how living according to our principles generates higher life pleasure. True wealth is not desiring more, Seneca said. Choosing virtue as our top priority liberates us from the compulsive chase of materialistic items and helps us find genuine success in our ethical behaviors. Principle 41. Value minimalism in life. The Stoics promoted minimalism as a means of achieving inner calm. The psychology of simplicity focuses on how simplifying our lives might lower stress and promote happiness. He said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Practicing simplicity allows us to focus on what is important and live a less complex existence." Principle 42. Importance of being authentic. Stoicism considers being authentic to be a key value. The psychology of authenticity emphasizes the need to be honest with oneself in order to achieve higher life happiness. Love the life you live, trust the journey you have been through, Marcus Aurelius stated. Living in line with our values and beliefs helps us live a more valuable life. Principle 43. Disconnect from outcomes. Stoicism preaches detachment from outcomes as a means of reducing worry and suffering. The psychology of independence demonstrates how concentrating on the process itself, rather than the outcome, may boost personal fulfillment. Do not expect the fruits to be greater than the labor, Marcus Aurelius warned. Detachment permits us to stop worrying about what we cannot control, and instead find serenity in the activity itself. Principle 44. Strength in adversity. Like Seneca, the Stoics believe that misfortune may be used to strengthen oneself. According to resilience psychology, experiencing adversity might help you build emotional resilience. Seneca went on to say, "Do not complain about your life. If you can improve it, do so. If not, then accept your fate." Learning to confront challenges with dedication and bravery can result in considerable personal development. Principle 45. Personal responsibility. Stoicism encourages personal responsibility. The psychology of responsibility highlights the importance of accepting responsibility for our behavior in promoting maturity and development. If it is endurable, endure it. Stop complaining, Marcus Aurelius pleaded. Personal responsibility allows us to be in charge of our personal lives and make wise choices. Principle 46. Recognition of interdependence. Stoicism recognizes the interconnectedness of all humans. The psychology of community highlights how recognizing our shared humanity could improve our relationships and well-being. Epictetus said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things that are beyond the power of our will." Recognizing interconnectedness helps us comprehend how our actions influence other people and encourages us to behave more mindfully and morally. Principle 47. Respectfully accept differences. The Stoics supported the concept of respectfully accepting the differences each individual had. Diversity psychology focuses on how respect and tolerance for differences create harmonious cohabitation. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do, said Epictetus. Accepting diversity helps us establish more inclusive communities and relate to others with greater balance. Principle 48. Power of gratitude. Stoicism puts a strong emphasis on gratitude. Positive psychology highlights the importance of practicing gratitude and improving life satisfaction. When you wake up in the morning, remember what a beautiful privilege it is to be alive, Marcus Aurelius stated. Learning how to be grateful teaches us to be thankful for what we have and to discover happiness in the smallest details of life. Principle 49. Perseverance in the pursuit of knowledge. Stoicism promotes patience in the quest for knowledge as a virtue. The field of learning psychology highlights how patience in capturing knowledge leads to increased intellectual progress. According to Seneca, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Patience in the quest for knowledge helps us thoroughly investigate ideas and multiple viewpoints. Principle 50. Power of positive communication. Positive communication is valued by the Stoics as a means of improving connections and encouraging peace. Positive communication builds ties according to the psychology of interpersonal communication. Seneca stated, "If you wish to be loved, love." Positive communication enables us to form better and more rewarding relationships. These Stoic ideas can be seen as valuable knowledge treasures that may fundamentally change how we see and experience life. You will be on the way to a more meaningful, balanced, and fulfilling existence if you incorporate these principles into your everyday life. Stoic philosophy, backed up by current psychology, provides crucial insights for achieving wisdom and self-transcendence. Stoicism is a timeless gem found in the darkest recesses of history, where great minds formed their thoughts and philosophers constructed the complicated web of knowledge. It is a philosophy that shines brightly in the middle of a storm. It is a philosophy that will navigate you through your life's stormy seas with compassion and tranquility. From Seneca through Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, the Stoics left us an archive of knowledge that goes beyond many generations. At its foundation, Stoicism teaches us that developing virtue is the ultimate source of fortune, that pain can be turned into strength, and that distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot is the key to living a life of happiness. We've discovered the secrets of self-discipline, gratitude, empathy, resilience, and humbleness as we have journeyed through the 50 Stoic principles we have studied together. We've uncovered how modern psychology backs up these ancient beliefs, indicating that following these principles could contribute to a more purposeful, balanced, and happy existence. Stoicism is a lighthouse that can enlighten your path on your journey to happiness, providing you with all the skills to tackle problems with tranquility and joy. So, dear viewer, we happily ask you to join us on our journey of learning about oneself and one's progress. Learn how Stoicism may help you modify the way you view things, lower life sufferings, and find serenity in the face of hardship. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe so we can help you through your motivational mindset journey. If you have made it this far, let me know in the comments that you stayed to the end by writing MMM, Master Motivational Mindset. Let's connect. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.
Ever wondered why some people remain calm under pressure while others crumble? It's not magic, it's Stoicism. In this video, we'll uncover 10 toxic mindsets that are secretly sabotaging your peace. Did you know that simply changing how you think can transform your entire life? Let's dive into these life-changing Stoic secrets and discover how to turn daily challenges into triumphs. Get ready for an eye-opening journey to Stoic peace and personal mastery. Make sure to stay until the end for the two most transformative ones. They could be the key to unlocking your path to a more serene and fulfilling life. Number 1. Overthinking, embracing clarity and action. Ever find yourself trapped in a whirlpool of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios? Overthinking is like a mental maze, often leading us nowhere. Imagine your thoughts as a never-ending stream of traffic. Overthinking is fixating on one car, following it endlessly. Stoicism offers a refreshing escape. As Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This insight urges us to break free from the chains of overanalysis, to watch the traffic of our thoughts flow without chasing each one. So, how can we apply Stoic principles to combat overthinking? First, recognize the triggers. What situations or thoughts send you down the spiral of overthinking? Awareness is the first step towards change. Next, embrace the Stoic practice of mindfulness. It's about being present, focusing on what's happening now, not on the countless possibilities of the future. Mindfulness can be cultivated through simple daily practices like meditation, deep breathing, or even a mindful walk. Another crucial aspect is to shift from passive overthinking to active problem solving. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and take actionable steps. Instead of ruminating on a problem, start brainstorming solutions. If the issue is beyond your control, practice letting go. Remember, not everything requires your reaction. Also, consider the Stoic exercise of negative visualization. It's about briefly contemplating the worst-case scenario, then realizing how unlikely it is. This technique puts things into perspective, reducing the power of overblown fears. And finally, engage in activities that naturally curb overthinking. Whether it's physical exercise, creative pursuits, or spending time in nature, these activities ground you in the present, reducing space for excessive thought. Incorporating these Stoic strategies into your life can significantly diminish the habit of overthinking. It's about cultivating a mindset of action, presence, and acceptance, paving the way for a life of clarity and Stoic peace. I'm curious to know, what are the things you find yourself overthinking right now? Let's open up a conversation in the comments below. Sharing our experiences not only helps us feel less alone, but also allows us to offer and receive support from each other. Let's help each other find clarity and peace of mind. Number 2, negative self-talk, embracing Stoic. Self-compassion. Negative self-talk often stems from deep-rooted beliefs and patterns. To combat it effectively, it's crucial to identify the common themes in your negative thoughts. Are they related to self-worth, competence, or something else? Awareness is the first step towards change. Once identified, engage in counter-narratives. For every negative thought, challenge it with a positive one. If you think, "I'm not good enough," counter it with, "I am capable and learning every day." This practice of cognitive restructuring, aligning with Stoic logic, helps reframe your mindset. Another Stoic method is voluntary discomfort. Put yourself in challenging situations intentionally. This could be public speaking, trying new activities, or anything that pushes your boundaries. These experiences teach resilience and reduce the power of your inner critic by proving you can handle discomfort. Additionally, Stoic meditation can be transformative. Reflect on the impermanence of life and the triviality of most of our worries in the grand scheme of things. This perspective helps diminish the intensity of negative self-talk. Lastly, engage in consistent self-care routines. Exercise, healthy eating, and adequate rest are not just physical necessities but also crucial for mental health. A healthy body fosters a healthy mind, and in turn, a more positive inner dialogue. Number 3, victim mentality, Stoic empowerment and accountability. The victim mentality is a trap, making us feel powerless and at the mercy of circumstances. Stoicism, however, empowers us with responsibility and control over our reactions. Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset shift is central to overcoming a victim mentality. To break free from feeling like a victim, start by focusing on what you can control. Stoicism teaches us that our power lies in our responses, not our circumstances. Identify areas in your life where you have agency and make proactive choices. Practicing gratitude is another potent antidote. By acknowledging and appreciating the good in our lives, we shift focus from what we lack to what we have. This shift is empowering and transformative. Another key step is accepting responsibility for your actions and their outcomes. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything. It means understanding the role you play in your life's trajectory. Engage in reflective practices like journaling or meditation. Reflect on daily events and your responses to them. Ask yourself, how could I have responded differently? This introspection fosters personal growth and a sense of empowerment. Lastly, seek inspiration from Stoic role models. Read about how historical Stoics faced adversity with courage and resilience. Their stories can provide practical examples of how to live beyond the victim mentality. By embracing these Stoic practices, you transform from feeling like life's pawn to being its master, navigating challenges with wisdom and resilience. Number 4, perfectionism, embracing Stoic excellence over flawlessness. Striving for perfection is like chasing the horizon, always out of reach, yet beautifully alluring. Perfectionism, this relentless pursuit of flawlessness, can be a paralyzing force. Stoicism, however, teaches us to strive for excellence, not perfection. As Marcus Aurelius advised, do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. This quote emphasizes action and virtue over unattainable standards. To counter perfectionism, first, redefine your goals. Aim for progress and personal growth rather than perfection. Celebrate small victories and learn from mistakes, seeing them as opportunities for improvement. Another Stoic practice is focusing on effort rather than outcome. Judge your success by the work you put in, not just the end result. This mindset reduces the pressure and anxiety associated with perfectionism. Also, practice self-compassion. Be kind and understanding towards yourself when things don't go as planned. Self-compassion is a fundamental Stoic principle, encouraging a balanced and forgiving attitude towards oneself. Lastly, challenge your inner critic. When you catch yourself being overly critical, pause and ask, is this thought helpful or realistic? Replace overly critical thoughts with more balanced, rational ones. By adopting these Stoic approaches, you can shift from a mindset of perfectionism to one of continuous, joyful improvement, aligning more with the Stoic pursuit of excellence. Let's be honest with you, when I started creating this YouTube channel, perfectionism was my biggest hurdle. I obsessed over every detail from scripting to production. It was paralyzing. The turning point came when I embraced a Stoic saying, "Progress, not perfection, is the key to growth." This shifted my focus to appreciate every step, no matter how flawed. If you resonate with this journey and find bravery in embracing the imperfect, I'd be honored if you subscribed. Join us in celebrating progress over perfection, and let's grow together in wisdom and authenticity. Number 7, dwelling on the past, releasing regrets for present beauty. Picture this. You're caught in a loop, replaying moments you wish you could redo or words you wish were unsaid. This mental rerun can be exhausting, can it? But here's where Stoicism brings a game changer. Stoicism isn't just about enduring life's hardships. It's about transforming our perspective. Consider Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, who wisely said, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." It's a poetic reminder to shift our focus from the shadows of past regrets to the brilliance of the present moment. So how do we apply this ancient wisdom to our modern lives? It starts with mindfulness, a practice deeply rooted in Stoicism. Mindfulness teaches us to embrace the present, to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By being mindful, we learn to appreciate what's in front of us, whether it's the simple pleasure of a warm cup of coffee or the complex beauty of a starry night. But it's not just about noticing the beauty around us. It's also about letting go of the past. This means actively working to forgive ourselves for past mistakes. Remember, everyone stumbles. What matters is learning from these experiences, not being anchored by them. Consider this practical step. Each time you find yourself dwelling on the past, pause and take a deep breath. Acknowledge these thoughts, and then consciously shift your attention to something positive in your present. It could be a small task you accomplished, a positive interaction you had, or even plans you're looking forward to. Another powerful tool is journaling. It's a method encouraged by many Stoics, including Seneca, who often wrote letters to friends discussing philosophical ideas. Journaling allows you to process past events, extract lessons, and then let them go. It's about writing down your thoughts and emotions, understanding them, and then closing the book to focus on the new chapter ahead. As we move forward in this journey, remember that releasing the past is a pivotal step towards Stoic peace. It's about embracing life as it unfolds, with all its unpredictability and beauty. In the words of another great Stoic, Epictetus, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Let's choose to respond with presence, grace, and a focus on the beauty that life offers us every day. As we continue delving into these life-changing Stoic principles, if you're finding value in this journey, please take a moment to hit the like button. Your support helps spread these transformative insights to more people seeking Stoic peace. Number 8, seeking external approval, the Stoic path to authenticity. Are you living for likes, comments, or others' approval? It's a common trap in our interconnected world. Stoicism offers a powerful counter-narrative. Remember Epictetus's words, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." It's a subtle nudge towards self-reliance and authenticity. To break free from this mindset, start by acknowledging your worth. Stoicism teaches that true value comes from within, from living a life of virtue and integrity. Reflect on what virtue means to you. Is it honesty, kindness, or courage? Live these values, not for applause, but because they resonate with your true self. Another step is to limit social media consumption. While it's a window to the world, it can also be a mirror reflecting distorted images of success and happiness. Practice digital detoxes and focus on real-life connections and activities that align with your values. Journaling, a favorite practice of Marcus Aurelius, can be transformative here. It's a space to converse with yourself, away from the noise, reaffirming your beliefs and decisions. Finally, embrace the Stoic concept of amor fati, love of fate. It means accepting life as it is, not as you wish it to be seen by others. It's about making the best out of every situation and finding lessons and opportunities for growth. By adopting these Stoic practices, you shift from seeking external validation to building a strong inner foundation where peace and contentment reside. Now let's move to our number 5, comparing to others, finding Stoic contentment in individuality. Constantly comparing ourselves to others is like running a race with no finish line, exhausting and unfulfilling. Remember, Stoicism is about focusing on what's within your control. Your journey is yours alone. It's not a competition. To shift away from this mindset, start by celebrating your unique qualities. Like snowflakes, no 2 people are the same. Embrace your quirks. They make you, well, you. Another tip, redirect the comparison. Instead of comparing yourself with others, compare your current self with your past self. Have you grown, learned, improved? That's the comparison that truly matters. Engage in activities where comparison takes a back seat, be it gardening, painting, or dancing in your living room. These moments are just for you. Humor can be a great antidote too. Next time you compare, laugh at the absurdity of measuring your unique life against someone else's highlight reel. Remember, not everyone's amazing life on social media is as glamorous as it seems. Maybe their cat just photobombed their perfect selfie. Lastly, practice Stoic mindfulness. Be present in your actions and thoughts. When you find your mind wandering into the land of comparison, gently guide it back to the here and now. In the wise words of Marcus Aurelius, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Let's make our way of thinking about our personal progress, not about how we stack up against others. Number 6, resistance to change, embracing Stoic. Adaptability and growth resistance to change can often feel like trying to hold back the ocean with a broom. It's not just futile, it can be exhausting. The Stoic approach, however, invites us to drop the broom and learn to swim with the tides of change. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, reminded us that the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This isn't passive resignation, but an active engagement with the inevitable shifts of life. Firstly, recognize that change is often out of our control. What's in our control is our attitude and actions in response. Instead of seeing change as a threat, view it as a natural part of life's ebb and flow. Embrace it as an opportunity for personal development and new experiences. Secondly, practice mental flexibility. Stoicism teaches us to be like the reed that bends in the wind but doesn't break. When faced with change, ask yourself, how can I adapt to this? Seek out the positives and possibilities that each change brings. Thirdly, develop a routine of self-reflection. Reflect on times when you've successfully navigated change in the past. What strengths did you draw upon? What lessons did you learn? Use these insights to bolster your confidence in facing current and future changes. Furthermore, remember the Stoic exercise of negative visualization. By contemplating potential changes and visualizing how to handle them, you reduce the fear and anxiety associated with the unknown. Lastly, lighten up with a bit of humor. Facing change can feel less daunting when you can laugh at the absurdities and surprises life throws your way. Remember, the only constant in life is change, so you might as well get good at dealing with it. Number 9, fear of failure. Stoic strategies for courage and growth. Does the fear of failing hold you back? You're not alone. But Stoicism teaches us to see failure differently. Consider this perspective from Seneca. Not to assume it's impossible because you find it hard, but to recognize that if it's humanly possible, you can do it too. Stoicism doesn't dismiss fear, it encourages us to confront it. Start by redefining failure as a learning opportunity. Each setback is a stepping stone to wisdom. Reflect on past failures. What did they teach you? Embrace these lessons, not the fear. Another Stoic exercise is premeditation malorum, anticipating potential challenges and mentally preparing for them. It's not about pessimism, but readiness and resilience. Also, set realistic, achievable goals. Break them down into smaller steps. Every small success builds confidence, gradually overshadowing the fear of failure. Lastly, cultivate a support network. Share your goals and fears with trusted friends or mentors. A problem shared is a problem halved, and often you'll find that others have similar fears. I once met an artist who almost gave up painting because of a fear of not being good enough. He compared his early works to masters and felt he'd never measure up. But then he learned about Stoicism and the idea that the obstacle is the way, as Ryan Holiday interprets from Marcus Aurelius. He started to see each painting not as a potential failure, but as a step in his journey of growth. Embracing each brushstroke as a learning experience, he gradually found joy in the process, not just the outcome, overcoming his fear of failure. By applying these Stoic principles, you can transform your fear of failure into a catalyst for growth and success. Number 10, pessimism, cultivating Stoic, optimism and realism. Pessimism, the tendency to see the worst in everything, can cloud our lives with unnecessary despair. Stoicism, however, encourages a balanced view, blending optimism with realism. Seneca's wisdom, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, guides us to a more positive outlook. To overcome pessimism, practice the Stoic exercise of reframing. When faced with a negative situation, try to find a positive angle or a lesson to be learned. This doesn't mean ignoring reality, but finding a constructive way to respond to it. Another Stoic tool is the contemplation of impermanence. Remembering that life is transient can help us appreciate the present and worry less about the future. Additionally, engage in activities that boost positivity. Whether it's spending time in nature, pursuing a hobby, or connecting with loved ones, these actions can shift your mindset from pessimism to optimism. Lastly, maintain a gratitude journal. Regularly noting down things you are grateful for can significantly alter your outlook on life, steering you away from pessimism towards a more grateful and optimistic mindset, in line with Stoic teachings. Embracing Stoicism isn't just about knowledge, it's a commitment to transform our inner world. As we leave behind these toxic mindsets, we pave the way for Stoic peace and clarity. Remember, the power to change lies within you. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your journey to inner tranquility unfold. I'm curious to know, which of these 10 mindsets do you find most challenging to change? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
When you have something valuable to pass down, ask now what? Who's your rock?
This has been a fantastic experience. I would recommend this IMBA program for everyone. This is both if you're starting professionally in your career, to if you're a professional and you want to hone your skill, this is it. This is the place to be.
Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some will even go out of their way to see you fail.
realize you are immortal, who will suffer horribly later if you don't become independent and resourceful. Stop worrying about what other people think. Honestly, who gives a shit? Keep to yourself. Stay away